What's going on, guys? We're back with some more Tribe 9. Now, in this video, I want to go ahead and go over farming in Tribe 9. Now, the bulk of your farming in Tribe 9 is done via rift farming. Where you get to the rifts, well, those are all of these red marks on here. This is where you're going to be going and trying to get these little Pokeball things as much as possible because you need them to ascend your characters. And if we look over to our characters on our ascension, we need a ton of materials. So we go over here and we see we need 10 of these yellow purple Pokeballs. It's going to be quite a bit to get all those. Now, these items right here can be obtained through the overworld. However, these ones are more so a finite resource because you have to have a booster to get them, but you can still farm the boosters in the overworld, and I will show you guys a good location that I farm them in. You guys can let me know if there's a better location in the comments down below. I still don't 100% know the best location, but my location has about 6 enemies, and it does take a long time, so it's not really something you want to do unless you have nothing else that you're planning on really doing and you have time to kill, right? But yes, anyways, the very first thing with the boosters is make sure you don't overcap on them, obviously, but also try to get all of your stickers if possible. The reason why you want to get all your stickers is because your rifts will level up to the highest level that they currently can go at, which is level 40. Once you level up to level 40 on the rifts, then you will get more loot from these as well. So try not to farm these boosters until you get the level 40 rifts. It'll just help you min-max this a little bit more. It's not the biggest deal. If you still want to farm some rifts, do not worry about it too much. I believe what I've been getting sometimes is I get about 3 purples. Most of the time I get 2, but sometimes I can get 3, and I almost always get 3 blues. So you get basically a chance at 1 extra purple, and you get basically 1 extra blue. I've gotten it every single time, so that might be guaranteed a 3rd blue. So do keep in mind that if you're not max rift, you're going to be missing out on some of that value. Now, let's go ahead and go over how are we going to farm these rifts. Now, if we look inside the rifts, they have some items in here. They've got the little TVs, they got the broken robots, right? All of these items in here can be grabbed from the overworld. So to be honest, they're not that important to grab. If you want to save time, you can skip these. These are good items to grab, but what you use these for is for powering up your cards. So if you go to Ascension right here, I gotta go to one that's actually being ascended. You'll see right here, it uses the Shinagawa shards. If I go to a different one, it will say we need to use the brown cubes that we got from the TVs. So all of these can be grabbed once a day from the overworld, or you can grab them through the rifts. So these are something that I recommend if you don't have a lot of time in the day and you just want to get through your 2 boosters or just get through a few boosters and go on with your day. I recommend just go ahead and skipping that. It'll save you a ton of time. Now, what I personally do is I just go after the chests. Now, the reason why we go after the chests and we skip everything else is because the chests, if it's a golden chest like this, it either is guaranteed, every time it's been guaranteed for me so far, or it's a really high chance at giving you a gold piece. So let's go ahead and see if we get that gold piece. Yes, as you see, a gold piece, finishing touch enhanced. You want to make sure you're getting these. These are very important to be grabbing. Now, the blue chests will give you a purple piece, or at least give you a chance at a purple piece. And as you see, we got a purple piece of gear right there. So you don't want to be missing out on these. The purple pieces have a good chance of giving you some high substat rolls, while the golden chests are the most important ones. You definitely don't want to be skipping those out. Those will most likely give you a skill boost for one of your characters. So again, what we're going to try to do, if possible, is we're going to run past these enemies. If you want to waste a couple seconds to try to juke them, that's fine, but this little map right here is pretty bad for it. And all we're going to do is grab the chests. If I can, I'm just going to go ahead and click everything, might as well. But as you see that TV, I'm not going to waste my time grabbing that. Now this, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lure this guy around here and try to just go around. Oh, unfortunately, I couldn't go around right there. If that happens, no big deal. You just got to do the fight. And as you see, you're going to waste a bit of time, but it's not going to be too much of a time waste. But I do recommend try to avoid the battles if possible. The battles in the rifts, you can just farm the enemies in the overworld and one-shot them. So there's not really any reason to farm the enemies in the rifts, because once you get to a high enough level, you can just one-shot all these guys and farm all of the loot that they drop immediately. And again, we'll showcase a good place where we can farm like strange folders and documents as well. So as you see, we're going to go ahead and grab another blue chest. We get another purple piece of gear, and then we're going to go ahead and fight the boss. Now, of course, you have to fight the boss. It's the whole reason why you're in here. You go ahead and kill him as fast as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much the way that I like to run my rifts, is I like to try to farm only the chests if possible, and then after that, we go ahead and grab the fights if we absolutely cannot get around them. But yep, this is all you're going to be doing, farming rifts. Again, if you find that you are short on those materials, you can go ahead and grab them. You can easily check the materials that are dropped by simply going into your little bag right here, and then scroll on down. And these are pretty much all the items right here that will drop inside the rifts. So if you see that you're low on the salt tiers, then maybe pick up the broken robots while you're running through these rifts, and then don't worry about the rest. Like, I have 140 of these shards. I'm not going to need that many of them. I have 200 of these storages. Maybe eventually I'm going to need this, but for right now, it's kind of overkill. So I recommend just go ahead and skipping those over if you care more about the time and want to save a little bit of time. Now, let's go ahead and do one quick run and see exactly how fast it goes, the way that I like to farm these rifts, right? So we'll go straight into a brand new rift. I've been farming this one the most because it drops those little blue, I'm going to call them Pokeballs. I know that's not what their name is, but they look like Pokeballs, right? So let's go ahead and do one efficient farming run, as I like to say. So you see these items, if they're free like this and they're not an enemy, then I like to just go ahead and grab it. If it's like I have to fight a battle in order to grab it, then I'll skip it. So you're not going to just miss out on these. And you're going to try to run past all of these fights. Don't bother doing these fights. You can just skip all of them. Like that I could have grabbed if I wanted to. This chest, go ahead and grab that. We got a chance at a gold right there. See, glorious stage right there. We got a nice little skill. So just go ahead. I could grab this broken robot because remember where I was low on that, and then just try to get straight to the boss. I have a chest right here, so I'm going to grab that. Another gold. Let's see what we got. Another skill. So as you see, always worth to grab those chests. All the rest of the stuff, not even worth it. Those fights, not even worth it. Just go ahead and go straight to these battles. Get my counterattack, and then let's just one-shot this little rat. Let's see if we can crit him for big damage. Oh, big damage, but I don't think we crit. I can try again. Not too bad. But yeah, as you see, a rift will only take you about 1 minute if you do it this way. It'll save you a lot of time, because I find like a lot of the time you spend in the rifts is just spent fighting those trash enemies. And again, you could just kill those trash enemies really easy. Now, I'm going to show you guys the place where I love to farm my boosters. That way you can farm rifts all the time. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have a better area. But this is just the area that I go to, right? Now, it's the area right here, right next to the Chief Brave Destroyer. You're going to need to be a little bit high level to do it, but I found that this is one of my favorite areas because it gives you the strange documents, which you need a ton of those strange documents, and it gives you those threads as well. You see right here. So we'll go ahead and go right here, swap to a range unit, and then we just one-shot this. We get 1, 2, 3. We're getting the threads. We're getting the servos. And then these guys drop the documents. And then there's one more guy hiding right in here. And then we hit him, and he drops the caps. So it gives you a good variety of loot right here. And then you just simply walk back over here and use the respite unit again. And this is all I've been doing. If you don't really have anything else to do in the game and you're looking to farm some documents and stuff, this is the way that you do it right here. As you see, the thread, I got a booster right there, as you see. I even got a tier 6 gold piece right here. So this is a very easy way. If you don't have anything else to do, just go ahead and farm this area right here. It drops really good gear, has a chance at a booster, has a chance at gold pieces, and gives you a lot of materials that you're actually going to need a ton of anyway. So as you see, I got my booster back in absolutely no time. That was actually pretty lucky. But that also helps you with the missions in here, if you didn't know that as well. If you're trying to do the, let me see if it's still here, the BA Forever Winner, this counts towards this and will let you get through your 600 battles to get that sticker really fast. So that's where I recommend to go to for there. And yeah, that's pretty much the way that you're going to farm your boosters. And those are going to be the ways that you farm your materials. And let's just go ahead and show one last time that all of those materials that we are farming there, we're going to need. We need those documents. We need these cans that I got from that monster right there. And if we go down over here, we need a lot of these threads. And you need a lot of these. These are the booklets right here, these things that we just got. The strange documents. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. You craft them from the strange documents, as you see. So it gives you all of the important crafting materials that you need to level up all of your characters. The only thing that does not give is the cheese. So I'm going to need a rat place. If you guys know a good rat place to farm, let me know. Because I pretty much, that spot right there gives me everything that I need except for the cheese. So yeah, I recommend this little area for farming your boosters and farming any of those extra little materials. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys learned anything from this. And if you guys are more interested in Tribe 9 content, hit me up with a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.